name is Gaurav and I'm your upbeat journalist. As readers, we all might have once wondered what if our characters came to life. And through Human Library Mumbai, we are going to get our protagonist come to life. Yes, instead of having a book tell you a story, you can have the protagonist himself or herself tell their story to you. So it's a really exciting concept, and I'm right here at Tidal Waves Bandra, and we are going to see how this progresses. So right now next to me is the lady who has brought Human Library to Mumbai, and let's get to know her. Her name is Andaleep Qureshi, and Andaleep, could you tell us about your start of this journey? How did this first come to your mind, and how did you get introduced to the concept?
Well, it all started off, with the little sabbatical and traveling that I was involved in at the end of last year. And I came across a picture on social media which said a living library in Japan. I love the concept. I just, Google searched it a little bit and found out this was an idea of Ronnie Abigail from Denmark. I reached out to him on Facebook, congratulating him on the concept, and I thought it was a brilliant initiative. And we got into a dialogue wherein I realized that it's something which is much needed in the city like Bombay, and he was very supportive of me implementing it in the city, and that's how it all started, with a small okay from him.
Did you face any challenges to begin with?
Well, honestly, because I don't have an experience with event management or something, I never really thought of it as an event. But then, it all started off with me just trying to have a Facebook page and reaching out to as many people as possible. And it has just grown organically. So my first 2 weeks were just testing waters and seeing the response I get from people. And it was overwhelming to see the kind of support I got from people, and how involved they wanted to be on their own. So that's how it started. So I don't really see a challenge as such, but yes, it was just very overwhelming and very supportive, I would say, for people to come forward. Human Library as a concept is a social platform, and we are really working towards social integration. And it is the need of the hour. It's all about empathy in humanity, and I think that's what Human Library is trying to do, telling each other that you are absolutely fine if you're different from the other person. It's absolutely fine. Accept yourself, be proud of who you are, and that's how you'll actually begin to accept and respect the other person. So
that's a really good thought. I mean, you don't judge a book by its cover.
Absolutely not.
And
yes.
Embrace your differences. One more thing which I wanted to ask you was, a lot of people have come out and spoke about their lives. Now we can understand how it can be therapeutic for people who are telling their stories to people who are complete strangers and who wouldn't judge you as a person if you tell your story to them. But how is it therapeutic to people who are listening? Have you noticed anything like people who are listening have gone through a kind of a journey along with the storyteller?
Absolutely. It's, I think, therapeutic for both the sides, the human book as well as the reader. Because being a human book is not easy. You're sharing something which is so private. You're sharing your challenges, which we personally don't even end up doing with people who are close to us, right? And imagine you're sitting in front of a stranger and expressing your challenges and your side of your life to them. So you, in the end, the human book feels more, accepted, more respected for what they are and what they have gone through. Readers, on the other hand, are people who I have, understood from the feedback I've gotten is that they feel that they are not alone in their challenge, or they feel that yes, I didn't really understand this before. I kind of feel a little better, maybe 10% better, maybe 15% better about that particular subject. And I've had, readers come out saying that yes, I would want to talk to this book again, or maybe somebody of a similar background, and that makes me feel more confident that I have opened up their mind, to some extent. Yes.
And what do you think could it add to the life of the people who are attending? What can people gain from it?
I think people can really, come to this event and understand that we are trying to break stereotypes. We are trying to break the preconceived notions that we have from the other people. And importantly, we are trying to tell people that do not make molds. Go out there and talk to somebody. And I think this is what people can learn from it, that we all are together in this. We are not a part of, a rat race, which I always say that we are part of a human race. We are involved in something just more bigger, and we need to realize this. So, yeah.
Cool. So I really appreciate. I attended the event, and my personal feedback was the energy that people had. Like, I saw strangers giving hugs to the listeners.
Yes.
And that was a really a moment to see that people just got connected within a few minutes. Each session lasts for around 15-20 minutes, if I'm not.
Yeah, about 20 to 25 minutes. Yes.
Yeah. So in 20 minutes, they built such a connection that they kind of felt that they know the stranger, and that was a really big moment, which I would like to emphasize on. And I really hope that this gets bigger by the day.
Thank
you. Wonderful speaking to you.
Same here, Gaurav. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Vidhi, and I'm here at the Human Library project. I don't really read books, but this is a great opportunity to ease into that, because you're actually talking to the person who the story belongs to. And I think it's a great experience to just be able to connect with someone, and if you've gone through something similar, you can talk it out, you can share your feelings and ease your burden. I really love this concept, and I think all of you should come here and give it a go.
Hi, my name is Muskan, and I'm at this event called the Human Library, which is in Bandra, Tidal Waves. This library called Tidal Waves, and it's been a pretty cool experience because the kind of people that you come across, they're really diverse, and the overview of the stories that came across was something that I don't think I would have ever come across in the normal course of the kind of people that I meet and the people I interact with. So they were really diverse, and they've inspired me pretty much the kind of stories that I came across up until right now. So it's been pretty cool, and kudos to you guys for coming up with something like this.
Hi, this is Ayushi, and what I really like about this concept is how self-engaging and how far I can see a story live and then just a bygone reading experience. I don't demean either of the two, but I love this concept, and it's fresh effect compared to like reading through a book. And I think it works perfect for people who don't have the patience to read.
I am Namrata. I'm here at Tidal Waves Bandra, Human Library Season 2. I saw it on Facebook and I was like, pretty amused, like how this works, why people will come and share their stories to complete strangers whom they don't know. And my couple of friends have attended, and they were like, it's very cool, it's very fascinating. So I came here and I attended one story. And what I found out was like, when you read a book, you imagine things in front of you, you see the world, which writer has wrought. But here, there's a person in front of you, and they are telling their own story, And you just look at them and you just realize that what they went through, how they are. Like maybe you meet that person on the road, but and you won't even realize that they went through so much. That's their life story, That is so fascinating.
Hi, I'm Mushraf. I attended the Human Library session at Tidal Waves in Bandra, and I had an amazing experience here. Meeting people and seeing the energy here is amazing. I think people sharing their experiences is something that we really ought to do, and I think especially in cities, I see people are so closed, and
and once you talk to people, once you understand what they have been through, you realize that you're not that different from the other person at all. They're going through the same struggles as you are, and it's quite inspiring to see people open up and to see people share their stories so their stories can help others. And the idea of dealing with prejudices that exist in the society because of the way you are, or certain decisions you made, or the way society looks at you, it completely shatters when you're face to face with the person who's facing them. So I feel it's an excellent medium to break prejudice.
Hi guys, this is Ambar. I'm at this Human Library Mumbai's edition 2. This is my second time here. This time as a volunteer. Last time I was a book. I must say that this is one of the very innovative, novel concepts that the city is witnessing. I hope it continues to keep growing because you will hear such amazing, inspiring stories of so many wonderful people who you actually meet in your day-to-day life, but you never get a chance to exchange your story or to know more about them, and vice versa. So this is a great opportunity. I mean, last time I was a book, I was overwhelmed and humbled by the love that people showered on me. So I've lived a plus size life all my life because I'm a big size girl, and I had my own issues living that life. And the kind of warmth and love that my readers, my listeners gave me more confidence and courage to live a better life. And this time I'm here as a reader, as a volunteer, helping the Human Library Mumbai to become a success yet again. This is all about connecting, about bringing, basically building personal connections and knowing each other better. This is what we all need right now. Social media is important, but socializing in person, I think that has lost its touch, and we really need this.
Hi guys, I'm Harsh. I'm at Human Library Mumbai, the second chapter. Well, my story of a diabetic chef is being shared here by me with a lot of people who I don't know at all. And in the initial part of life, it was really difficult to share my story with or share anything or a thought with anybody for the difficulties that I faced. I got introduced to the idea of Human Library by one of my friends, and then I read about it on the internet. I got contacted through my Facebook page and through friends of friends, and how they invited me as a speaker, as a book, to the Human Library Mumbai Chapter 2. I found it a little assuring that how a story that can actually help someone out would be of something I would have required when I was younger. So maybe that pushes me further to go out and reach out to more people and let them know the story, because inspiration can lead to experience sharing, and it can further lead to people knowing about it, and it can bring about a change in someone's life, and bring about one change at a time can lead to a huge difference and a demarcation that we can bring about.
My name is Nandini, and I'm attending the Human Library initiative, which is being done for the second time. The last time I was a book, and this time I come here as a reader and to observe what actually happens, because last time I was busy interacting with people, having a dialogue with them about my experiences. So to me, in my mind, it was like an intimate thing where you just borrow a person, and I thought the books borrowed the readers and they could talk to them about their experiences, have a catharsis, or because our metro cities tend to be so lonely and you don't really get to talk to people, or some things you can't really talk to people who work with you or your family members or your friends. So maybe it helps in talking to a stranger. Last time I chose to talk about the stigma of being fat and being in the dating pool. Like, you read books, you connect with some things, and some things are alien. But here, this was like a book who said everything.
It's all about empathy in humanity, and I think that's what Human Library is trying to do, telling each other that you are absolutely fine if you're different from the other person. It's absolutely fine. Accept yourself, be proud of who you are, and that's how you'll actually begin to accept and respect the other person. So
That's a really good thought. I mean, you don't judge a book by its cover.
absolutely not.
And
Yes.
embrace your differences